everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do polygel nails and we are going to unbox one right now in front of you. I waited, when I received this parcel, I didn't unbox because I wanted to unbox it right in front of you. So I got this polygel from Amazon. I thought let's try something different. We are always doing gel X nails, so why not do polygel nails? Just FYI, I do have experience with polygel. When I started doing nails, I used polygel, and I guess everyone who started few years back definitely used polygel because gel X was not a thing at that time really. It just got really famous now that you can easily do it at home and stuff. Polygel is also one of the techniques that you can use, uh, just like gel X. These are also easy, it's just you need to get a hang of it. So I got this brand specifically from Amazon because I have other products of the same brand. Even the nail tips that I'm using is going to be of the same brand. So this is quite good brand, so I sort of had high expectations from it. I'll talk about it later in the video, but right now I am sizing out the nail tips. One thing that you have to ensure when you are sizing out the nails, whether you're doing gel X, whether you're doing acrylic nails, you're doing polygel nails, gel nails, your nail tips should fit you from side walls to side walls. If it is smaller than your natural nail, please skip it, don't use that. If it is bigger than your natural nail, you can always file it down and make it of your nail size. So I would highly recommend never go size down. Always have, if it is of your exact nail size, that works perfectly. If it is bigger than your nails, you can always size it down by filing it. Now here I'm using a nail drill to file the edges, or you can say the entire, the semicircle part that will go onto my nail. If you're someone who has been watching my videos for past few weeks, would actually know that I don't like filing the nail tips once they're on my nails, because I've already filed my nails, and then once I put on the nail tips, I'm again filing it. Even though I'm being very cautious about not filing my natural nails, we do end up filing it. So I like to file my nail tips before I put them on to prevent any damage to my natural nails. Also, you can use a nail file in case you don't have a nail drill. It is not important that you have to use a nail drill. I myself always use a nail file whenever I have to file, even after I'm done doing my nails. Once I've laid down the base, I use a nail file. I don't use a nail drill myself. It's just on some occasions I feel like let's use a nail drill, just like I did today. So I went in with a nail drill. Anyways, after filing them down, I'm sticking these nail tips on the edges of my natural nail, with the nail glue. Now this is a really nice nail glue. So far, I've been doing nails for I guess 5-6 years now, and whichever nail glue I have really tried has worked perfectly for me. So I don't know which one to recommend really, but every nail glue has really worked perfectly for me. So I just apply the nail glue and hold the tip down for 5 seconds, and it works perfectly. I just give it another 10-20 seconds for it to dry down perfectly on my nail. After that, I go in with a nail clipper. Now if you're someone who is just starting out, I would say you can skip getting this nail clipper. You can use a normal nail clipper that people usually have at home. But if you're someone who is being 1 or 2 years, go invest in it. It's a really nice clipper to have. It's quite handy when you have to cut down the nail instead of using that the general nail clipper that we usually have, the one that I'm using right now. So if you have that and if you're just starting out, it's fine to use it. But if it's been like quite some time and now you know how to do your nails, or you're still learning, never stops, I believe. I still learn at this point of place that I am at the moment. But it's a good investment. I would highly recommend getting this if you want to. But a normal nail clipper works perfectly fine. Then another tip that I would like to share with you guys is, if you are someone who likes like stiletto nails, or you like almond, you like round shape, and the nail tip that you're using is either like square or duck nails, or if they are coffin shape, you can always use the nail clipper and cut it in the shape of the nail shape that you want, and then later you can go in with the filer to shape the nails, and it really makes the process very easy. Once you're done with that, I would recommend going with the base coat and cure it for like 60 seconds or whatever time is written in the back of on the back of your bottle. It helps, like when you're doing polygel nails, we always go in with the base coat. I mean, I usually do. It helps polygel to stick on your nail perfectly. Now, my first impressions when it comes to this polygel that I got from Amazon, as I mentioned, I had high expectations with this polygel, but when I did the unboxing and when I pressed the bottle to get the product out, I observed that it had quite runny consistency. So I was already like, it has runny consistency. I'm sure once I'm doing my nails, it's going to like run everywhere and I won't have enough time to work with it. But it turns out it was not quite runny as I thought, but it was definitely very, very sticky. As you saw, I'm using isopropyl alcohol and I'm never ever able to pronounce that word. Anyways, moving forward, I'm using this liquid with this polygel brush, which has the brush in the on one end and the spatula on the other one. But the polygel kept sticking on it no matter how much amount of alcohol I was using for this polygel. I even switched the brush. I bought my, like, I just pulled out this nail art brush that I usually use for cleaning up any mess. But it was pain in my, oh my god, I shouldn't be saying this, but it was really, really difficult working with this polygel. It was so sticky and it continuously kept on sticking with the brush. I was constantly like cleaning the brush. I was dipping it in the alcohol, I was cleaning it on the paper towel, and then I was going back in with the alcohol, dabbing the excess off, and then going in and setting the polygel in place. But it was not working. I was so frustrated. I mean, you won't even imagine this. The thumb itself took me 20 minutes. I am not showing the entire clip of me getting this polygel on my thumb, but it was really, really difficult working with it because it kept on sticking on my brush. So I was like, no problem, I'm doing it after years. Maybe I am the problem and the polygel is not the problem, even though it wasn't. I went in and I was like, okay, no problem, let's not lose hope, we'll do our index finger next. And I again pulled the product on my spatula, put it on my finger, and I was like, let's do it. But it was just not working. It felt more like of a builder gel, but of sticky, but it was like sticky. So it was like a builder gel, though a little like what do we say, hard. Maybe it was not as flowy as builder gels usually are, but it was very sticky. So I was like, I don't know. So in the end, when I did my ring finger, it was just like, okay, I was like, why not, let's try doing it. When I pulled out the product, I put on my spatula and I put it down on my nail. I was like, let's continue using it like let's continue putting this polygel on my nail using the spatula itself. So I dipped my spatula into the alcohol, and I was like, let's try using the spatula itself, because it was not sticking to my spatula if it had alcohol on it. And I was like, why not use it, because brush is just not working with this polygel, because it is sticking to my brush, and because of that I'm getting dents in my polygel, and it's not forming the apex that I want, and it's not working properly. It's like I'm working with a builder gel. So I was like, let's use my spatula end of the brush, and it worked perfectly for some reason. And I was like, oh my god, did I just unlock some sort of a technique? I even went in and checked the directions on the bottle in case I didn't read something, I missed something, to know if this is how I'm supposed to use, or if there is any specific sort of liquid that you have to use. There was nothing. It just said how long you have to cure it, how you are supposed to use a slip solution, but you can honestly also use isopropyl alcohol. I would not recommend using acetone, because it makes your clear gel polish, sorry, clear polygel go like have a bit of a tint of that cloudiness, so it doesn't really look clear. uh, I won't recommend using acetone. Go in with the isopropyl alcohol, easily available on Amazon. But I struggled with polygel nails, to be very honest. I don't remember ever struggling doing polygel nails. When I started this channel, like I think 2 years back, I started doing polygel nails. I used to show how you can use polygel to do nails at home, and it's quite easy. I never had like experience like I had with this brand polygel. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Just let me know in the comments down below if you would recommend some different technique that I can use for a polygel, like this one that I'm using. I'm constantly learning, and I'm up to learning anything new that you might have for me. So do let me know. Once I cured everything, I wiped down the sticky layer, because I was going to go in with the nail polish, and I was like, I don't want any mess, so let's just go in and wipe down the stickiness. Then I went in with my nail filer to file down the nails and make it of the shape that I really want. I'm going in with this dark brown shade, because I really wanted to do aura nails, so I thought let's do it today finally. So I went in with this dark brown shade of brand Ball B. Again, I really trust this brand. I have a lot of gel nail polishes of this brand with me. So I went in with this brand nail polish, this dark brown shade, and I use this flat brush to clean up any mess that I caused, because you shouldn't be, you should not cure any gel in the lamp if it is on your skin. Always clean it before curing it. And my general advice would be to be very careful when you are using gels. uh, don't get them on your skin, because they can really cause infections for you, and you might not be able to do nails ever again because of those allergies and infections. uh, Even I thought I'll discuss this in this video. I myself have like palmar psoriasis. I don't know if this is how you are supposed to pronounce. And after doing this polygel nails, since I used a lot of alcohol on my hands, it actually flared up my allergy. And I kid you not, but it was, if it goes to a certain extent, psoriasis can be very painful, especially when you have palmar psoriasis. I can like only talk about palmar psoriasis since I have that. If they get to a to a extent where not being very careful, it can actually cause cuts on your hands, and it can be really painful since they bleed as well. So after doing using doing this polygel nails, using too much of alcohol on my skin, it actually flared up my allergy. And I was so scared, because for now my allergy is limited to my right hand. That is why you don't ever see me doing nails on my right hand. But after doing this nail, I was quite scared, because I got the allergy on my left hand as well, and I was so scared. And I was like, I can't even tell my doctor what I did, which made this come onto my left hand as well. But currently, in this present time, I can tell you that it is healed enough, and I'm really happy. Anyways, let's talk about the design that I did. I used a airbrush machine. If you want a tutorial on how to use an airbrush machine, I can link it down in the description, and I'll link it somewhere over the screen as well, and you can check that out. uh yes, as I told you, I got like that allergy, so I ended up using ton of cuticle oil to provide the moisture. And this is how my room looked after doing this nail set. And it's usually like this, or it's a mess even bigger than this. I'll have to clean up the airbrush machine obviously after doing these nails. But this is how my nails turned up. Do let me know in the comments down below if you liked it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.